Looks like Ethan's warming up for goaltending. Usually Luke does the morning games, but he's been sick this week, so I don't know if that was part of the coach's decision to put Ethan in goal. There's plenty of hockey this weekend, so it doesn't matter so much. Luke's not always a morning person anyway. Playing the Red Bank Generals. Well, you know, Kieran Richardson takes the face off. Red Banks take it. Set right in front of the net early on. Brody off the stick. Boxed up in the corner over here. Red Banks going to send it back around. Behind the net. Charlie goes after it. Falls down. He's going to get it back behind the net. It's going to end up shooting way down off of the Red Bank stick. He was trying to pass it back to his own player, did not get there. Going to take it back behind the net. We're going to be there. Kieran's on it. He's going to tap it off to Gabry. He's going to send it in front of the net. There's nobody there. Matty Muller fires it down deep. We're going to do a line change. Kieran's putting the pressure on while the rest of the team, Kieran and Charlie, stayed out. Charlie's heading back out. Finish the change, and there's a whistle on play. Zach's lining for face-off. I'm narrating for the benefit of no one. Maybe just practice. All right, Zach takes it. He's fighting. No, squirts out, and Red Bank recovers it. We're going to switch to defense. Red Bank sends it down. Ethan blocks and covers. Ooh, their player just lost his edge and went hard into the boards. Sorry, I'm pointing the camera the wrong place. He's going to take a breather. This guy's 23 on the Red Bank's team. Sent himself hard into the boards. I don't even think there was anybody else involved. Zach lines up the face-off. Greg Noto takes it, fights it out of the blue zone. Joey Greenland brings it down, sends it across behind the net. It's going to snap back around. Kyle Tincher keeps it in the zone, but goes down, tangled up with one of the Red Bank players. Greg Noto tries to take it out, but all right. Will Schneider and Greg are going to take it in. We're going to change off some of our players while that happens. Out comes Caden Sawyer. Caden. It's good to see him back on the ice. He's going to try to outskate a player who is much bigger than him. All right, and Landon comes out. Landon's down. Caden. Red Bank sends it in. Shoots. Ethan saves. Jack Klein, I think, sends it up. Mason St. Ange. We're fighting in this corner. Unfortunately, this is not the best. And I may move over here in a better position. Red Bank. Oh, he's gonna, and they're gonna send it in. Ethan got the first 2 or 3 saves there, but just was out of position. Couldn't get the second rebound. And the score is going to go to 0-1. Not shown on the board yet. There's 12 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. Kieran Richardson lines up his face-off. Hands it off. Brody's got it. Oh, but they lose it right away. Red Bank's going to take it. But we're going to recover. That's Brody Kavanaugh. It's going to bounce off the boards, well, all the way back down to Ethan Crawford, where Matty Muller is going to take it behind the net to Charlie Sandberg. Sends it up to Kieran. Kieran's going to outskate Red Bank's long shot from the sides. Connor Suez picks it up in the corner. Kieran takes another shot. Oh, no, he didn't shoot. He went behind the net. Charlie Sandberg switches to defense as Red Bank comes in. Matty Muller, a little shoulder there. It's going to center. Almost comes out of the zone before Red Bank stops it. All right, Kieran Richardson's taking it down. Try to outskate everybody, but it doesn't quite work. Red Bank's a little too good for that. It's flicked down deep, and we do a line change. Will Schneider stays out. He came out early from the line change, I guess. Joey Greenland's there. Zach is gonna touch it. It's gonna, Red Bank sends it around to the corner, where who's that? Oh, Kyle Tincher keeps it in, but nobody's there to help him. Red Bank shoots wide of the net. Shoots again. Zach stops it with his body. Red Bank's trying to line it up. They're going to shoot again. Off of Greg Nota's stick, I think. Ends up behind our net. Red Bank keeps it in the corner. Drop pass. Kyle's fighting for it. Zach's there. Greg comes to help. Squirts out and around. We're back on the other corner. Kyle and Zach hammering for it. Red Bank's coming around. He's lining up, shoots off of Ethan's stick, high up into the net, and play will stop. 9 minutes, 57 seconds left in the first. Score is Red Bank 1, Ashburn 0. Caden lines up the face-off. Shoot off Ethan's stick. Oh, interception by Mason St. Ange. Pass it up. Jack Klein almost gets a stick on it. Caden's got it. Does some nice skating. Keeps it around off the boards to Jack Klein. Jack loses it to Red Bank because he didn't really have full control. Red Bank takes it, tries to get there. Will Saunders goes down, and there is a whistle. It's going to be a deferred penalty, probably tripping. Charlie to Will, pass it to Kieran. Puck gets out in front of Kieran. Red Bank flicks it back the other direction. Will Saunders shoots. Oh, tries to shoot. Not sure exactly what happened there. All right, Brody drops it to Will, who shoots into the goalie's chest, comes back out. Charlie's got it. He drops back past to Saunders. Saunders tries to flick it up. It looks like he didn't quite get a stick on it. Kind of didn't quite go where he wanted it. He hands it back off to Richardson. Kieran's going to outskate, shoots off the post. One of those high-angle shots that he likes. All right, Charlie hands it back to Kieran. Line change for Red Bank. Kieran fires wide of the net. Saunders sends it back up into the corner where Brody is waiting for it with a lot of defense on him. They're fighting in that corner. It's going to squirt out, and it's a foot race to get to the puck. Charlie gets there second after the Red Bank player, enough to deflect it into the corner. Kieran's going to take it from there. Slows down, looks. He's going to figure out how to outskate everyone. Doesn't quite work. He's the 3-on-1. He can't quite get there. Red Bank flicks it deep behind our net, where Kyle's going to take it. Sends it up. We missed the pass, and Red Bank takes it, but we were going to get it back out of the zone. Unfortunately, it's a long shot to Ethan. Ethan traps it against his chest. And play will stop. For those who just joined the stream, the score is 0-1, with 7:20 left in the first period. Oh, somebody else just joined the stream, I can see, so I just was saying the score is 0-1, 7:20 left in the first period. Zach Posney lines up for the face-off. Zach loses the face-off. Red Bank takes it, backhands it back, and Kieran will trap it. I'm sorry, not Kieran. Ethan, not Kieran. Kieran's not in goal. My mouth is moving faster than my brain is. Play stops again, and Zach is face-off second time. All right, back in the corner. Greg Nota sends it around to Kyle. Kyle sends it up to Joey. Joey taps it. It goes out of the zone, but he loses control. Red Bank's going to try and drive back in. Long drive to the corner, wide of the net. I think they were trying to shoot, but Zach bottles up the Red Bank's player. Greg Nota takes it, does some fancy skating, sends it back to Kyle. Kyle tries to outstick it, but it gets tangled up on the skate. We're in the corner hill. Will Schneider's helping out. Greg's it squirts out towards the goal. Greg takes it behind the net, misses the pass. He's busy looking where he's shooting, missed the puck. All right, it's going to come all the way out, but Red Bank's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. Greg keeps it out again, shoots down deep behind our net into the corner. There's a big rink here. It's an Olympic-sized rink. Boys aren't really used to playing on this, although they've done it plenty of times. It's not their usual. Like Joey Greenland, and I can't see who else is back there in the corner. I think it's Brody. Puck squirts out towards the net, but we're going to lose control of it. We switch to defense again. Oh, there's going to be offsides call on Red Bank. Five minutes, 55 seconds left in the first period. Caden Soy lines up for the face-off. Red Bank's gonna recover. They're gonna drive it up. Comes off the back of the net. Ricochets off the glass. Jack Klein taps it across to Landon. Landon takes it, and he's going to drive down into and shoots. Goalie stops it for Red Bank. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first period. Score is Ashburn 0, Red Bank 1. All right, let's see. It looks like Landon gets the puck after the face-off. Red Bank gets a stick on it, sends it down. Matty tries to stop it, but hops over a stick. Mason, Landon's going to pick it up out in our zone. Sends it up to Caden, off of Caden's skate, I think. Into the corner. Joey's there. It's going to come back. We're switching to defense. Will Saunders forces the player back behind the net. He's bringing it around. Sends it up to the blue line where he shoots. Mason taps it down. Will Saunders got a stick on it. Passes it up to Caden. Caden's got a lot of pressure. He's taking it in. That was a bunch of great moves on Caden's part, but he didn't have any help. So Charlie comes all the way back to defense. Charlie Sandberg taps it over at Will Saunders, and Red Bank shoots well wide of the net. Ethan kind of taps it away. Charlie Sandberg's going to take it, drives up, shoots off the pads of the Red Bank goalie, shoots up high. We pick it up in the corner. They send it over towards goal. Goalie stops it, and Will Saunders taps it again to the corner. We're fighting around. We just aren't really keeping possession well. Charlie stops at the blue line, shoots. It's in front of the Red Bank goalie. Where it's a scramble. There's a penalty on the play. Three minutes, 42 seconds left in the first period. Score is still 0-1. Penalty on Red Bank. So we will get a power play. And we will do a line change, it looks like. Looks like Zach's going to line up for the face-off. All right, Will Schneider's got the puck. Looking for who to send it to. Sends it to Kyle. Kyle tries to shoot it. It's off the Red Bank's player's shin, looked like. He sends it across to Matty Muller. Sends it across back to Kyle. And Will Schneider, I think, comes out. Gets on it. Red Bank's going to take it in, shoots. Ethan stops it. Easy stop there. Matty shoots it to Caden. Caden tries to send it across. Red Bank got a stick on it there. Kyle's looking frustrated. Kieran lining up for the face-off. We've done line change, obviously. All right, Brody takes it into the corner off the face-off. Gavry takes it. It's going to pick up in the corner. Kicks it up to Kieran. That's a nice move. Kieran tries to take it but misses. It's going to come out. They're going to call an offsides because it kind of just bobbled in and out of the zone. Charlie apparently didn't. I don't know. It didn't even look like he'd driven back in when they blew the whistle. So I don't know what happened there. All right, Karen with the face-off. Gaffrey's in real close. All right, comes back. Will Saunders sends it deep. It's gonna come around. Saunders at the blue line. Can't stop it in time. Kieran's gonna take it back in. Oh, Kieran gets trips hard. Gets sent around. Charlie's there, and Brody at the blue line comes up. Charlie pulls it out of the air, sends it across to Gavry. Gavry's in the corner, gets like hammered and loses his stick. Kieran recovers. These guys are getting a little chippy. Whistle on that one. Well, the player went to the bench. Didn't think that he was getting a penalty called on him. He looks dejected as he had to come off the bench just to go into the box. That should, I think, make it a. We got 18 seconds of 5-on-3. 2 minutes left in the first period. Zach lines up for the face-off. Kyle, Maddie, Joey, and Will Schneider out there. They're waiting. What are they waiting on? Oh, fixing the clock. They're waiting on the clock. They had a penalty on the wrong side on the clock. All right. Zach takes the face off. Comes back to Maddie Muller. Maddie tries to drive it in. Red Bank gets a stick on it. Kyle's going to send it across to Zach. Zach drives to the blue line, takes it in. He's looking for who to pass to. Sends it over to Kyle. Kyle misses the pass. Picks it back up in the neutral zone. Kyle flicks it. Hits off one of the Red Bank players, sends it high. Maddie's going to drive back. Looks for it. Sends it to Kyle. Kyle misses the pass again. Joey hands it off to Zach. We're back at 5-on-4. Zach fires a little bit wide of the net. Will Schneider's got it close to the blue line. Gets outsticked by Red Bank. Ends up back in the corner. Kyle Tinchard had a piece of that. All right, Jack Klein comes out. Joey hands it off to Joey. Joey gets tapped by the Red Bank player. Gonna come back. Greg Noda picks it up at the red line, center ice. He looks, sends it over to Jack. Jack sends it across. Oh, nice. Caden's right there. Caden tries to shoot, and the defense is right there. We're gonna have to come out back in the neutral zone. Caden's getting hammered. All right, Greg comes up to help. Takes behind the net, drives, puts on some speed. He's coming in full throttle. Tries to send it across. It ends up in the goalie's glove. Covers it. 13 and a half seconds left. First period. Score is 0-1. All right, Caden wins the face-off. Landon picks it up. Greg accidentally flicks it into the bench of the Red Bank Generals. Play will stop with 7 seconds left. First period. Caden wins the face-off again. Landon gets it, loses control, goes back to Greg, to Mason, and that's the end of the first period. This live stream brought to you by Connor's Battery. Connor's Battery, saving the day when I have misplaced my own battery. This stream is not possible without an external battery pack because my phone will not retain charge for the length of the ice hockey game. Additional support provided by the United States government. The United States government who's paying for my cell service. and has conveniently provided me with unlimited data. Although this is actually, I think, now being streamed over the Men and Ice Rink Wi-Fi. Men and Ice Rink Wi-Fi, bringing you games for at least the last 25 minutes. We have another game the same time tomorrow morning. No, tomorrow morning's game is a little bit later. It's a Monday morning game. It's going to be here again at 7 o'clock. We will, yeah, there's a bunch of kids pointing up here. Andrew and I are filming from this balcony, which is very nice, although we were, we did have to go by a sign that said authorized personnel only, so there was a little diciness. You don't. The door that says authorized personnel only, you go through that door. All right. We are ready to start second period. Score is still 0-1. Kieran Richardson with the face-off. All right. So Mason stops it, ends up getting right in front of the net, and I think that. So Red Bank just scored, I believe, off of the skate of Mason St. Ange, I think. Or no, was that Mason, or I'm not sure which of our players was. I think it was Mason. So it's going to make the score 0-2. Zach lining up for the face-off. Wins it, kicks it back to Charlie. Charlie sends it across to Connor. Connor gets the skate on it, sends it around, off the skate of Red Bank player, hands it off. Charlie's going to pick it up, take it back behind our net, sends it around to Will Schneider. Will Schneider sends it across, tries to send it across to Connor, I think, but gets intercepted by the Red Bank player. Charlie picks it up. He drives it in, shoots wide of the net. Will Schneider sends it back behind the net, around the boards. Oops. Red Bank's got it in the corner. Looks way up off the glass, all the way down. That should be an icing call. Additional support for this broadcast brought to you by the Alexandria Public Libraries, who provided me the library card that I used to jimmy the door to get up to the balcony. Caden lining up for the face-off. Red Bank sends it up off the glass, all the way down. Kyle and Maddie will fight for it, make sure that it gets sent wide. Let's see, I think that was Caden got a stick on it. It's going to come back to him. He intercepts Red Bank pass, tries to skate, but gets ahead of the puck. Red Bank sends it across. They miss their own pass. Kyle's going to take it for the corner. They send it up. Oh, two nice saves by Ethan, who eventually covers it on the third shot. Good job, Ethan. Oh, there was a penalty on that against Kyle Sincher. Kyle's in the box. We're going to have a penalty kill here. Gavry lining up for the face-off. Gavry takes face-off, ultimately loses it. Red Bank covers it at the blue line. They send it back to the corner. They're passing it back. We've kind of shifted to zone, obviously. They send it out to the blue line. Shoots, but off of Gavry's skate. It's going to be a little bit of a foot race. He's not really racing for it. I think he's reasonably focused on how do you do the penalty kill. Red Bank passed it around a bit, and I think that's Mason. Got it. They sent it back up to the blue line and shot wide of the net. They've got it behind the net. Gavry goes in. Mason and Gavry are kind of fighting with them over there. They send it across. Shoot. Ethan flicks it off his stick. It heads up high into the net, and play will stop. Both teams change lines. Kieran Richardson comes after face-off. Wins the face-off. Maddie takes it, sends it around. Kieran's gonna get stopped by the Red Bank, but Kieran's there to engage. They send it back out to the blue line, sends it across, shoots from the other side, wide of the net. Kieran's there. 2-on-1, fighting for it. Kieran almost gets it out of the zone and ultimately comes back. Joey sends it out. Red Bank's gonna send it down. 34 seconds left on the penalty. Red Bank skates through. Guys, the nice moves, and Ethan will cover. Just kind of last stick, and it wasn't even really a shot that the Red Bank player had. Just left it kind of drifting towards the goal. He stops it. Looks like, I thought for a second it looked like Maddie was going to line up for face-off, which seemed weird. But Kieran lines up for face-off. Seemed unusual, I guess you should say. All right. Oh, very nice. Charlie jumps in, intercepts the pass. Oh, very nice. Sends it across to Joey Greenland right in front of the net. Joey has got a lot of pressure on him. Couldn't quite get a shot off. 3 seconds left in the penalty. We should be back to full strength. Kyle Cincher comes out. He heads to the bench, and Zach comes on the line. Kieran shoots wide of the net. Zach backhands it off the stick right behind the net. Put some pressure on. Joey Greenland's up. Red Bank takes it out of the zone. Maddie fires it deep to the corner. I'm not sure if he was trying to shoot from the net or just get it back into the zone. Red Bank has it behind their net, sends it down to their players deep. Can't control it. Kyle picks it up, sends it across to Connor. Connor tries to send it across. I'm not sure to who, but it got intercepted. Zach, so Kyle had it in the corner. Zach came and helped out, and Will Schneider tries to fight it down, gets it into the zone, but it's a 3-on-1. Zach gets it, flicks it down to the corner again. Connor's going to come from the other side to help. Kyle stops at the blue line, or tries, but all right, shot. Ethan stops it. Somebody's there needs to be there to help them, and Ethan covers on the second shot. It was, Ethan got the save, but it ended up the puck just out of his reach. Didn't want to leave the crease to go get it, and there was nobody there to help him. Well, I don't know. Somebody was there nearby, and they eventually got it. But. All right, here we go. Starting back up. Looks like Caden for the face-off. Kind of loses it. He got a stick on it, but it didn't go where he wanted, I think. Will Saunders shoots, gets deflected by Red Bank number 5. Red Bank's going to pick it up, sends it out of the zone. Mason sends it to Jack. Jack flicks it into the corner. Red Bank number 5 again. Tries to send it around. Goes all the way up to the blue line. Passes to Landon. It's going to come. I can't quite see where the puck is. All right, Red Bank sends it across. Misses their pass by a good long while. Mason St. Ange is going to be there. Sends it over to Jack Klein. It's deep in their corner. Jack sends it deep. Would have been an icing call, except that the Red Banks player stopped it at the red line. All right. It's across. I think that's Charlie. No, that wasn't Charlie. I'm sorry. That was Will Saunders. Sent it to the corner. And Caden's going to fight for it here. Gets double teamed. Red Banks heads down. Charlie. I'm sorry. Again, Will Saunders. I keep calling him. Seeing the one in the SA on the jersey and thinking it's Charlie. That was Will Saunders on defense. Brody's out. And let's see what's going on here. Can't see very well. I'm sure you can't either on a even smaller screen. All right. Obvious trip not called by the ref. Oh, I guess it was called by the ref. There we go. There's the tripping call against Red Bank. Kieran lining up for the faceoff. After some bobbling around, Brody ends up with a puck in the corner, sends it around. Kieran's going to pick up on this side, sends it across to Charlie. Charlie sends it back to Kieran. Kieran shoots off of the pads, well, off of the blocker of the Red Banks goalie up high into the net. It's like Gavry's line up for the faceoff. Gavry loses the faceoff. Charlie sends it back. Kieran takes it. He's gonna out-stick, skate. Oh, almost worked. He put a beautiful pass to Gavry in front of the net. Gavry was just a little bit off balance. Didn't quite work. Brody tries to do something similar, but also as the defense of the Red Bank is just really doing a great job here, unfortunately. Brody sends it over to Gavry. Gavry sends it back to Brody right in front of the net, but there's too much defense. Can't get control of it. Will Saunders is going to go chase it down, sends it long to Kieran at the red line. Kieran sends it across. Brody sends it towards the net and then heads to the bench. Kieran's going, Charlie keeps it in, sends it down, but there's nobody there. Gavry tries to get there, comes back to Kieran. Red Bank, number 77, gets it, and they fight it back behind our net. Will Saunders gets it, flicks it deep to Zach, who just touches it with his stick, so it should not be an icing call. The goalie raised his hand like it was, but fortunately the ref not fooled. Saunders shoots wide of the net. Kieran's got it, thinking about what to do. Wait, unfortunately the hesitation gave the defense time to come double team him. All right, he's going to take it at the blue line. Almost tries to do a fancy move to outskate, doesn't quite work. Number 77 on Red Bank. Red Bank, we're all boxed up. Shoots, no, doesn't actually shoot. Tries to shoot, can't get a stick on the ice. Will Saunders crashes into Charlie Sandberg. Red Bank drives down deep, ends up having to go behind the net. Ethan, I can't see where, there, puck's first out. Ethan stopped it at least once, but then got himself out of position. Unfortunately, there wasn't a second shot. So Kieran takes it from behind the net, sends it deep. Joey was there. It ends up getting flicked back by Red Bank to Kieran again. Kieran fires deep from almost center ice. Off their goalie. Charlie Sandberg is chasing it. It comes, but Will Saunders got to it first. All right. Greg Noda comes out. Shoot. Nope. Deflected by Will Saunders. Red Bank. All right. Who's got it now? Is that Zach? I think Zach's come out. He skates down. Drop pass to Will Schneider, who passed it to Joey Greenland, who tried to put it in, but the Red Bank's goalie trapped it. 4 minutes, 27 seconds left in the second period. They've got 15 shots to our 9. Caden with a face-off ends up back ultimately to Kyle Tinchard, who shoots a little bit wide of the net. Caden takes it again, sends it across to Jack, I think. Jack shoots a little too high over the net. Red Bank picks it up. Foot race, icing call. This video brought to you by Starbucks Coffee. Starbucks Coffee keeping broadcasters caffeinated since, 6 o'clock this morning. Looks like Caden is skating up for the face-off. All right, Red Bank drives deep. Ethan deflects, gets back in position, not fast enough, and they put it over his shoulder while he was trying to get reset, and that will make the game 3-0 Red Bank. That's disappointing. Shake it off, boys. You know, they're never their best this early in the morning. My personal observation, these early morning games, takes them a while to warm up. All right, Gavry with the face-off, loses it. Red Bank takes it. Charlie Sandberg stops it at the blue line. Gavry's gonna fight it through, ends up behind the net with it. Puts the brakes on, sends it back around, and nobody's there because Brody had gone to wait by the net. Charlie Sandberg tries to stop it at the blue line again, can't keep it in. Red Bank sends it across the net. They can't get a shot off. Red Bank's got it in the corner. Classic shoot, long, and it bounced, straight, funny bounce looked like, and went into the back of the net. That'll make it 4-0. Oh, and people shouting the clock. Clock is running. We're gonna have to add some time back on. Oops, I'm sorry. One of these days I'll figure out how to point the camera in the right direction. So, 4-0. 19 shots to our 9. 4-0 on the scoreboard. I don't know how much time they're going to put back on, but I should put a little bit of time back on the clock. They put the clock back at 3:18. So, 3:18 left in the second period. Zach lining up for the face-off. Wins it, sends it back to Mason. Mason passes up to Will. Will sends it down to the corner. Joey will pick it up from the other side, flicks it around onto the rail. I guess it touched the net. Ref stops the play. Zach with face-off, ends up back to Will Saunders, who sends it down into the corner. Comes all the way around. Mason is going to pick it up from there, and blue line gets flicked back. Oh, there's a big guy on the other team. Ends up squirting past Will Saunders, pretty deep into our zone. They center it real nice and try to get a shot off, but Ethan deflects it into the corner. And it's going to come out all the way back to Red Bank. Has it in their own zone. They're going to send it down deep. Will Saunders, I think, stopped it. Gets flicked across. Mason's going to send it up to Will Schneider. Zach zooms past him, takes it, shoots. Easy deflection by the Red Bank goalie. Sends it around. Red Bank gets there. Zach's there again. Will Schneider comes to help. Comes back out. Saunders fires from the blue line. Schneider sends it back up to Mason. Mason's going to shoot. And it's deflected, I think, off of Zach's skate. Joey Greenland was there too, into the Red Bank's goal. So that will put us at 4-1 with 1 minute 57 seconds left in the second period. Good testament to never giving up hope. In the words of John Green, hope is always the proper response to the human condition. Caden took the face off, but I'm not sure exactly what happened there, that they stopped and made him redo it. All right, gets passed across to Landon. Landon drives in, ends up getting blocked by the defense, flicks it into the corner, or Caden picks it up, sends it across to Jack. Jack tries to do something with it, ends up being shot by Greg, and deflected by the Red Bank's goalie. Red Bank picks it up, drives into our zone, where Kyle will fight for it in the corner, ends up in close to our net. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. I almost wonder if he thought that Ethan had it when he didn't quite have it yet. Not really sure. Doesn't matter. Looks like Caden lining up for the face-off. Sorry that this shot is such a long one. All right, Jack fights for it. He gets hammered into the boards, but the puck ends up down in our control, but we lose it, and it's going to come across. Red Banks picks it up at the blue line. Jack, I think, was looking the wrong direction, didn't see it was coming back towards him. Flicks it, and Ethan with a nice save. Lightning reflexes. Looks like Gabry's going to take the face-off. Gabry passes it back to, I think that was Charlie. I think, Maddie. Oh, shoot, and that's another score. Happened so fast I couldn't even figure out who was who. That's going to put the score at 5-1. .44 seconds left in the second period. Gabry with face-off. Ends up squirting across the side of the rink. All right, shot by Red Bank, deflected by Ethan. We recover it. Connor's there. I haven't seen a lot of him in this game. He shoots off the Red Bank's defender. Red Banks is going to take it back out. Matty Muller putting pressure. They get a shot off. Ethan stops it. I think that was Charlie, picked it up in the corner. Tried to take it out, but... All right, Connor's going to take it, or is there. Gets hammered into the boards, but the puck ends up down, and play will stop. Brody had it, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the second period, score is 5-1. Shot counter says 23 shots versus our 12 as we get ready to start the third period. Tough start to the showcase. Oh, I'm tired. I'm ready to go back to bed. Coach is fired up. See him. Can't see what he's saying, but he definitely looks like he is fired up. He's giving the boys quite the talking to. They are listening attentively. Red Bank's coming out. They're not worried. They seem to have a very large differential size from their smallest players. This guy is lining, up here, and they had a few giants on their team. I guess that's true of all these teams. Bantam is an age where all these boys hit their growth spurt, but all right, here we go. Zach with the face-off. Starting the third period. 15 minutes on the clock, so I guess we're doing 3 15-minute periods. Will Schneider takes it at the blue lines, flicks it deep off the boards into the corner, ends up behind the net. He's going to pick up his own rebound. Zach is there to help. And, geez, so Joey Greenland was there right in front of the net, got a shot or two off for the Red Banks goalie, covered it. Just couldn't quite get past that goalie. He's done a good job, that Red Banks goalie. All right, Zach with the face-off. Will Schneider there to help. Joey picks it up, sends it back to Mason. Mason shoots. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of people in between him and the net, so it gets deflected. Will Saunders tried to send it across, but got intercepted. Rings drives it down where Ethan stops it. 14 minutes, 16 seconds left in the third period. Score is still 5-1. Caden with face-off. Red Banks recovers. Greg sends it deep where Landon tries to pick it up. He's going to try. He loses it. Jack picked it up, but Landon was still in the zone, so that's an offsides. Caden with face-off again. Caden flicks it back. Greg's going to pick it up. Nice skating, puts the brakes on, and then just totally fakes out the Red Banks defender. After some, the Red Banks end up driving into our zone. They've got it behind our net. 77s, big and fast on their team. Jack Klein got it out of the zone, but lost control of it. Red Banks recover. And their player just whiffs it. And Landon stops it. I think he didn't even realize that he had it, or it came off his skate. I think he lost track of the puck for a second. He is applying pressure back in the corner. Red Banks sends it around. Caden's there. Can't quite get control of it. And Greg Noda, nice defensive play, flicks into the corner. Red Banks out skating, drop pass to their own player. Kyle blocks it, ends up being sent across. Jack Klein's going to take it. He sends it up to Greg. Greg's going to take it into the zone. Tries to out-skate the other player. With 2-on-1. There's not too much you can do there. Gets sent across. Gavry stops with the skate, I think. It ends up getting deflected back down. Charlie Sandberg sends it behind the net. There's nobody there to help him. We're busy doing a line change. And it squirts down to center ice, where Red Bank will send it deep. Charlie takes it. He's trying to decide what to do with it. Sends it across to Matt Muller. Matt sends it back to Charlie. Charlie sends it up to Brody. Brody's going to flick it towards Gavry. All right, here we are. So Charlie Sandberg takes it into the zone, but Red Banks gets a stick on it. They send it across the net. No one's there to actually put the shot in. They're passing around. Shoot! Deflected, wide of the net. Matty to Brody. Brody sends it up to the blue line. Red Banks shoots from the blue line, ends up behind the net. Matty applies some pressure and just takes it away from the guy, Red Banks, like he wasn't even there. Gavry flips it down deep. That's going to be an icing call. Gives the boys a chance to breathe. Get that line change done. 11 minutes, 13 seconds left in the third period. Score is 5-1. Zach lines up for the face-off. Zach moves in, wins the face-off, and Will Saunders sends it deep. I thought that might have been an icing call too, but I guess it wasn't. Joey Greenland gets it. Defense takes it from him. Will Saunders almost misses the puck, but he recovers it. I think somebody touched it at the red line, so that's not going to be an icing call. It's sent around. Mason's going to pick it up the blue line. I think that's Will and Zach, fighting for it. Zach takes it back behind the net. Lots of pressure from the Red Banks. Will Saunders fires from the blue line. All right. Red Bank is going to take it. Joey Greenland to Zach. Will Schneiders is there across the ice for him to use, but he chooses to send it down behind the boards where Will come get it. Will to Zach. Zach tries to shoot. A lot of defense there. Zach shoots again, and it's in. Nice. Not sure who had the last stick on it, but nice, because Will Schneider and Zach and Joey were all there. Caden too, I think, but score is 5-2 with 9 minutes 57 seconds left in the third. Mouthpiece on the ice. Refs are skating along, trying to figure out who lost their mouthpiece. All right, Caden with face-off. Loses it, Red Bank has it. They send it deep. Greg Noda's there. He sends it across to Kyle. Kyle sends it back up to Landon. Landon's going to take it into the zone. Nice skating. Red Banks gets a stick on it, and they flick it backwards, but I'm not sure who stopped it. And they send it into their own bench. Play stops. Caden with the face-off. Loses the face-off. They send it down deep into the corner where Greg will pick it up. 2-on-1. Caden comes to help. Caden gets boxed up in the corner. Kyle's there to help. Caden comes out of the corner with it, sends it up to Jack. Jack tries to send it to Landon, but it gets intercepted. They flick it down deep into the corner. Kyle's there. He sends it up to Jack. Jack, I think, was trying to send it to Greg. Ethan has it. 8 minutes, 58 seconds left in the third. The score is still 5-2. Gavry with the face-off. He sends it back to Charlie. Charlie sends it way across to Connor. Connor misses the pass, and it's going to be an icing call. That's too bad. There's inches from it. All right, let's try that again. 8 minutes, 49 seconds left in the third period. All right, Gavry. Yeah, it's almost out. This time it works. Connor actually gets the stick on. He takes it into the zone. It was exactly the same pass play, except this time it works. Gavry is there to help in the corner. Connor takes it out. Red Bank gets a stick on it, and they'll recover. Matt Mueller is there for defense. He deflects it up over the goal. Charlie gets just hammered. Brody Kavanaugh. Brody shoots. Oh, wide of the net. Red Bank takes it. Connor gets. Oh, is that? Yeah, Connor gets a stick on it and he sends it down towards the net. Wide. Red Bank's going to recover. Charlie's there on defense. Brody tries to take it from him. Gavry boards the guy. Red Bank flicks it. I don't know what the guy's doing there. Just trying to flick the puck up in the air. Red Bank sends it deep into the corner. Charlie will pick it up. Charlie's looking. Sends it deep and around. Joey will be there to get it. All right, Maddie gets Maddie and I think Joey there. Zach's in the corner helping out. Charlie fires from the blue line, deflected by Joey, I think. All right, Zach decides to take a shot, and the goalie traps it. Zach lines up for the face-off. We've got 7 minutes left in the third period. Red Banks wins face-off, basically. Some back and forth, and they're going to drive into the thing. Charlie Saunders, yeah. Will Saunders, I'll get their name right one of these days, does a nice job on defense. Joey gets it at the red line, loses it. He can't see where it is. I think he dropped his glove or something. Zach. This guy is just doing a nice job, but he flicks it up. His Red Bank player, I was saying, did a nice job getting to the net, but then he couldn't get the shot off. So Joey picks it up, takes it down, then it gets flicked into the Red Bank's bench. Play will stop. This live stream brought to you by the word recover, which I'm told I used way too much the last time I live streamed. I was counseled by my son Luke that I needed to use different words, so we've retired that word. Caden with the face-off. Landon picks it up off the face-off and then gets out-sticked. Red Bank's going to recover, sends it down deep where Ethan will glove save. Would have been wide of the net anyway. Caden with the face-off, looks like. Comes back. Will Saunders got it. He sends it across. Jack's going to be there. They're 2-on-1. Mason comes out to help. He fights it back into the corner. Saunders picks it up, the pressure. Caden's there, trying to help. All right, he flicks it around, and Jack can't get there in time, so it ends up, he's going to get there this time. There you go, Jack. Go for it. Go, 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 go. Shoot. Shoots wide of the net. It's all right. We'll get I thought we were going to get the rebound, but it didn't happen. Red Banks takes it in. They're going to see what they can do. Nice defense by Mason St. Ange. And deflecting in the corner. Caden sends it across. Will Saunders picks it up in center. He's going to drive down. Out skates. Tries to take 2 shots. Both get deflected by the defenseman on the other side. Gavry tries to get there. Can't make it. Will gets tangled up with the other player. Comes across to Gavry. Gavry to Landon. Landon sends it across. Was that Landon or was that Kate? It was Landon. Gavry there in the corner. Redbank sends it around. Kyle's going to pick it up. Sends it across to Greg. Greg taps up. He's going to drive in. Gets jammed up on the boards. Gavry picks it up in the corner. And it comes around. Redbanks intercepts the pass. Kyle's going to go back, chase it. Takes a second, takes it behind the net. Greg passes it back to him. They send it around. Brody was there. Kind of a weak shot by Redbank. Connor's there to try and provide some pressure. It's going to come across. Shoot. Well high of the net. They center it, and Greg picks it up right in front of our net, and he skates with it all the way down into the zone. They steal it from him in the corner, but Zach comes out and fires from the blue line where it's trapped by the Red Banks goalie. Red Banks is driving in. Can't always see what happens right down there by the boards. Matty Muller picks it up, sends it around to Joey Greenland. Joey flicks it. Zach picks it up. Will Schneider is there. He recovers it. Passes to Zach. Zach's beautiful skating. Shoots off the pads of the Red Banks goalie. Ends up with Matty picking up the blue line. Matty passes it across to Charlie. Charlie sends it towards the goal, but ends up being deflected wide. Zach's there. Matty drives in to help. Joey picks it up. Shoots. Nice passing, boys. This is really some good playing. Let's see. It comes around. Red Bank's going to take it. It sends it across. Joey almost intercepts it. No, he ultimately does deflect it enough that we regain control. Matty sends it across to Charlie. Charlie's going to drive, and he ends up sending it down deep into the corner while we're busy doing a line change. Red Banks is going to stall for a second. I think they just got done with their own line change. They send it back and forth. Can't decide who's going to drive it in. Flicks it over our player. Easy save by Ethan. Mason takes it, sends it around the boards to Landon. Landon backhands it along the boards. Caden picks it up, and it ends up being sent pretty deep. That's probably an icing call. I think that was Will Saunders flicked it down. Gives everybody a chance to breathe a little bit. We've got a minute 56 left in the third period. Score is 5-2. Caden with face-off. we lose the face-off basically, and they are going to send it up right in front of our net, but they don't have a player there in time. Landon's going to take it. He's doing some nice skating. He gets boarded hard. They recover it, and it's 2-on-1. Will Saunders fighting for it. They're going to try. He tries to do a wraparound, ends up sending it to his own player. Because Mason gets in there, gets a stick on it. He's going to send it around. Will Saunders sends it deep up off the skate. It gets it out of the zone, but then it gets stopped by the skate of the Red Banks player. Caden dumps it in and heads to the bench. Brody's got it. He sends it across. Oh! That was a beautiful play. Almost worked. So Brody backhanded it to Gavry. Connor comes in. He's going to do some nice skating. Oh, very nice! Connor to Gavry into the back of the net. Very nice. All right, we're being told we can't be up here, so we're... All right, we got 45 seconds left, 46 seconds, and we've been just told that we can't be up here, so we're... Connor sends it around. And Connor's still fighting for it. Greg picks it up, flicks it around to Kyle. Kyle sends it up to Connor. He's back in position. It gets deflected back into our zone. Gavry sends it up to Connor. Somebody right behind him, so he loses it. Greg Noda sends it. And we're going to run out of time in 3, 2, 1. Greg sends it. That's it. All right, final score 5-3 from Mennonite Center. I almost forgot my hat. There we go. Nice plan, but it wasn't quite enough this morning. So they never quite at their sharpest at 7 a.m. But we got 4 more games this weekend to bring it back. Still some good playing. But they were a good challenge for them. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you this afternoon.